I gotta be honest with you, I'm lost for words. I'm absolutely positively lost for words. Jonathan Majors has been found guilty of assault in the third degree and guilty of harassment. What the fuck? What kind of world are we living in? But I get it. Me too. And all of this whoop-de-woo. After we just saw the video of his girlfriend being the aggressor, after we just saw where her injuries were sustained after she collapsed in his. But what's more upsetting than the verdict itself is now the narrative. See, I was working when the verdict came out, so I didn't really know what was going on until towards the end of my shift. And so I didn't really get to see people's live reaction of it. What I did see is, as I'm logging on to Twitter, as I'm logging on to Facebook, I'm seeing people roasting Jonathan Major. I'm seeing people roast Disney. Are y'all niggas serious? Wait a motherfucking minute. So y'all niggas care more about roasting Disney and roasting Kang the Conqueror than you care about the fact that a man who was clearly not being abusive in his relationship, not physically abusive anyway, just went down for assault on his girlfriend when nothing in the fucking story added up. But that's what y'all niggas care about. I have zero words. Between Tory Lanez and Jonathan Majors, see, everybody was on board. When the story didn't add up with Johnny Depp, everybody knew it was some bullshit. What the fuck? What the fuck about this story adds up? What about it? What part of I was assaulted? If I'm a woman, I was assaulted by a man, and he tried to get away from me, and I chased him down the street. Are you out your rabbit ass mind? But y'all niggas on here roasting Disney and roasting Jonathan Majors. What the fuck are we talking about? And don't even get me started on the anti-woke crowd. Don't even get me fucking started, because this shit is egregious. Before I go there though, let's just let me calm down and let me just let's just get into it. Okay. This comes from CNN. CNN. What the fuck? All right, then. I guess it's not coming from CNN. All right. The Hollywood Reporter. Then. A New York jury found Marvel actor Jonathan Majors guilty of reckless assault in the third degree and guilty of harassment. The verdict was reached by a 6-person jury after roughly over 4 hours of deliberation spread across 3 days. Majors were in a grade. Blah blah blah. We don't care. In a statement after the verdict, the actor's attorney, Prior, whatever, said Majors looks forward to fully clearing his name, implying he may appeal. She continued, Mr. Majors is grateful to God, his family, his friends, and his fans for their love and support during these harrowing 8 months. Shortly after the verdict was read, Marvel Studios dropped the actor as Kang the Conqueror from its upcoming Marvel Cinematic Universe. In total, Majors faced 4 charges of assault, aggravated harassment, and harassment after he called 911. When he said he found his ex-partner, blah, 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 whatever. Major Jabari took whatever. We already know that. The first 3 charges are misdemeanor offenses and related to alleged incidents in the car. The 4th charge of harassment, which is a violation, the most minor offense among the charges, relates to an allegation that Majors threw Jabari back into the car as she tried to exit. The defense argued that he placed her back in the car to stop her from running into traffic. That action is captured on surveillance. Yeah, he did throw her ass back into the car. I ain't gonna lie about that. He did. You can see that clearly on video. He was throwing her ass back in the car. So if you want to say he's guilty on that front, fair enough. I'll give you that. We all saw that clear as day. But where was the broken? Where did he fracture her finger? Wasn't she doing her? She was in the club, bruh. She was in the club. What do you do, ladies and gentlemen? What do you do as a man? What the fuck do? You just let your woman take your property? Oh, she took my phone, so I had to go on and let her take it. Because if I try to take it back, it's an assault charge. So a woman in this country, a woman has the ability to take your property, and you can't do a motherfucking thing about it. It's an evil world we live in. I want to go to these reactions on Twitter. You see people roasting Jonathan Majors. It's over for the Kang dynasty. People roasting Disney. Bye, Felicia. After we seen the footage of him running away from his own abuser. Agreed. The system is fucking broken. It's a dog. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand what this fucking means. You care more about roasting Disney than you care about the fact that as a man, bro. But this is why we always lose. And, I want to give a shout out to my boy Hypnotic. We don't have to agree on everything, but I thought this post was egregious. I ain't gonna lie. I thought this post was absolutely fucking egregious. Shout out to my boy Hypnotic, but I don't even know what are we doing here? Geeks and Gamers says Marvel has fired Jonathan Majors following his guilty convictions, which, that's what Marvel's supposed to do. You can't really fault Marvel for that. That's what they're supposed to do. They were hinging on him. I mean, I believe that Marvel looked at this situation and thought to themselves, there's no way he's found guilty. If Marvel actually looked at the evidence, like I told y'all in the previous video, ain't no way Disney, with all the resources that they got, didn't have all of the evidence on this situation. There's no way. They seen the surveillance footage. They seen the text message. They seen everything. They got too much money and too much of their reputation riding on this. You think they went into this blind? No. They knew, and they thought that Jonathan Majors would not be found guilty. Hypnotic says the fact that they held off till his guilty conviction just shows the double standards. Obviously, it was the right thing to do to wait till the actual verdict, but they damn sure made sure not to do this for Johnny Depp. Interesting indeed. What? Come on, Hip. Come on, man. When Johnny Depp got accused the way he did, it was in 2016 at the height of the Me Too movement. Was it the wrong thing to do? Yeah. But they absolutely, that's the reason that they did it. And the reason they didn't do it this time was because they did not want to have another Johnny Depp situation to where they fired an actor prematurely and then he comes out not guilty, and now he's telling you to go fuck yourself after he comes out not guilty. Unfortunately, this was a situation where it played out in the opposite way. And I think this has to do with a lot of the backlash towards the Me Too movement, where a lot of people in the government are saying we can no longer have these situations where women are proven time and time again to be liars, because Grace Jabari is a mother flipping liar, man. You gotta be fucking kidding me. All right, I got a confession. Will you let go? Would you believe this shit? Okay, would you believe this? You better not have just peed on me. This shit followed me in the house last night. I put him on the porch. I fed the little nigga. I put him on the porch so he could go home, and his ass came back. I don't know what to do with him. I don't know what to say. I'm pissed right now. I think he belonged to somebody, because when I tried to let him out the house, he wasn't trying to go. I'm saying he. I don't even know if it's a he. I don't know. But I'm agitated right now because I'm very confused. I don't know what to say. And shout out to my boy David Elvis. He says, I damn sure do not agree with this shit. He needs to not text people saying shit that sounds like guilt in the future. But that gal was obviously crazy as hell. Should have been tossed with both going anger management and move along. I agree with that. And I'm not saying that dude, like, I'm not saying that he ain't throw it off. You know, obviously threatening to kill yourself is a manipulative tactic, but it ain't physical abuse, my nigga. It's not physical abuse. So I'm asking, what do you do? And what the fuck are we doing with this narrative? Like, oh, because he was black, they decided to stick by his side. Get the fuck out of here. No. That's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous take, in my opinion. And so now we go from, yeah, you gotta wait till, like, and this is what I don't understand. This is where I feel like we're being hypocritical. We clearly say a man should not be tried in the court of public opinion, and then we turn around and act like, oh, he only didn't get fired because he was black. No, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? This shit's egregious. So what are you supposed to do with women now? If you're a famous man in Hollywood, in football, and any of that shit, what do you do? Huh? It's obviously like you cannot deal. If you are a man with any sort of clout whatsoever, you cannot deal with these women without NDAs and without a camera everywhere. Hell, in this situation, this man had a camera on him, showed him running away from her, and he still got convicted. I don't know. That was just how I felt. No script, no jokes, no soundboard, just my reaction. What the fuck are we doing, man? And I just want to let y'all know why y'all niggas over here cracking jokes and pulling your anti-woke takes. Okay, it only take like this to happen to you. Okay, you get big enough, whether it's a YouTuber, a football player, or a musician. It can happen like that. It can happen like that. But everybody want to crack jokes and everybody want to make that okay. And when you sitting in that courtroom knowing that you an innocent man, from the bottom of your heart knowing that you're an innocent man, and you facing a jury full of goddamn women and who all want to see your ass burned at the stake, then you're going to be looking back at this Jonathan Majors situation like, damn. Instead of making fun of the nigga, instead of making fun of Disney, we should have focused more on being outraged that we can see clear as day this man did not abuse this woman and we didn't fight back. Instead, we was cracking jokes because we don't like Marvel and we don't like Disney and we don't like I don't know. I'm gonna holler at y'all later, bro. I'm done. Talk to y'all later. Let's go. Beat that thing down like you started attention, my baby. You had some plans with your man, just tell him to cancel, my baby. Slide to the crib like Dracula's mansion, my baby. When you pull up, it's on action, my baby.